What do you mean, finally? What do you mean, finally? Yeah? Had to throw a little bit of a woo in there, see how it is. Pop in there. Pop in there. I already went off in there. Always gonna hang out with Cole. Pop in here. I'm sorry. Wait with you. What is up? How you doing, Elijah? Okay, now that you're here, does it sound better? Mic a bit better? Because I've been waiting for you to pop back into one of these. And no spoilers, because I have not played this game yet. Okay, good. So I figured out a lot of it. I do have to be aware of where I point the mic a little bit, because it's behind me. I've noticed it's a little bit tin canny, but if it's more directly in front of me, it's a bit better. But yeah. Good. Alright, we're there. I am going to say this, I'm going to run ads real quick. But with it, we're gonna do an ad break maze. Y'all get to see me. Hi, how you doing? Go ahead, join in how you want to join in. I'm gonna do a couple more things to finish up my daily routine. If you want to play, exclamation point play Snowman in this situation, because that's the character you get to choose. There it goes. You do spawn behind me or in this wood box that I am a part of, so do not shy away. I have a feeling I really am. I've seen gameplay like it, and I'm like, okay, this game is definitely one that Papa would have loved. For those of you who don't know who Papa is, that's my dad. Elijah's grandpa. But he would have absolutely loved this one. That is what I've gotten from it, and as soon as I saw what I seen from this game, I said, I'm done. I don't want to look at anything else. I want to play it. I've had somebody at work tell me about it, and I'm like, what up? It's on my list right now of games that I'm going to be playing soon. So, now we're here. Alright, I'm done with what I was doing. I want in. What's going on? I see a tin cup. Let's go for that. K2. That's not a thing. K2. There he is. No, go for the hat. What's wrong with you, you moron? J6. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I could see stuff there. Did I not? J7? It's J7. A9. Looks like a good one. I will say the music is really, really nice. I like the music so far. Very, very hitting my soul. I don't think I need to turn it down a bit. I think that's actually a good volume. That's good. All right. Ad break's coming to a close. I'm finishing up, wrapping it up. And here we go. Welcome to a blue Prince Yeti Q. Darn it, Yeti Q. Anyway. let's go in. I don't know much about this game other than the fact I've seen like 2 things of it, and I know it's a logic game. I love logic games. Make me think. If the game can make me think. Yeti Q. Yeti Grills. No, that's when Yeti accidentally misses his Q. It's a Yeti Q. Daguba presents. Actually, what this? Write in the Yetiisms so we can get that list going then, Majestic. Any Yetiism that you hear me say, go ahead, write in the Yetiism in the Discord, and we will add it to the quotes.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament.
It's fine.
And hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Blueprints. Okay. I feel like I understand why he's being called Blueprints, because he's probably getting blue balled. If he doesn't figure out the freaking thing. Day 1. I'm a curvy little fella, aren't I? Okay. Okay, I see footsteps. So I'm turning blurps back up. So whenever the new rule is whenever it's like a big story-driven game, I'm going to try to mute blurps as much as possible unless it's gameplay. If it's being story-driven, then I'm going to try to work that around. But okay, from what I know, every step in the house works against me. How do I move? Open only in the event of my death. Welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have found memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those last summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence, I assure you. Nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. That said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto this estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the success of a previous day. One final word of advice: do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint map by pressing tab. So I need to get to the antechamber end. Okay. Call it a day. Interesting. Hall. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you lose one footprint. When you no longer have any feet left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. So each footprint is a new door. So, okay. Well, let's go this way. Oh. Well, this game is a perfect game for you to fall asleep to. Let's do a hallway, just to fill out the room. What's this? Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Am I in the West Wing? Am I in the West Wing? Yeah, I'm heading in the West Wing. Whenever I want this one. Whenever I enter this room, I get +2. Okay. Can I search? Greetings from Reddington. Okay. What's here? The trunk is locked. Wait. What? How do I unlock trunk? What? How do I unlock trunk? Okay. You can open anything. Was this his bedroom? Wait, was this his bedroom? This had to have been his bedroom. Let's go here. West Wing Hall. So that one is going to be more locked. So this is a puzzle. It's a corridor. Let's do this one because I have another way forward. So this could just be... Let's leave that room. Yeah, let's leave that room. So every time I get it. That is partly why I did this. All right, spare room. So it's just a passway through, I guess. Let's do this storeroom. A key, a diamond, and a coin. Can I use the key on that trunk? I can. Let's go for it. dice. Pair of ivory dice. While drafting, you may use to roll new floor plans. Oh, okay. Cool. So I'm assuming the drafting is when I'm choosing a new room. So if I wanted to, let's... Boop. Oh no, that just recovers? Okay. Let's get some ideas out of this room. This is a puzzle room. The blue box is empty. This statement appears on another box. This statement appears on another. Oh. Okay, let's look around and read. Got a little component of the parlor game. Okay. It has, Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles. I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share the guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, Emma Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only one true statement. Hold on. I added words. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. At least one. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. So one guaranteed lie, one guaranteed true. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. This statement appears on another box. This statement appears on another box. No matter what, those are true. So if this is saying the blue box is empty, that means the blue box is not empty because both these boxes are true. This one is the lie, which means if I don't believe that, this one... Beautiful. I like that. That's nice. Okay. So storeroom's blocked off. I already picked that area. I have all of here to go. Okay. Food for sale. Nightwolf, there's been a new thing to that message has been coming up a lot in the past couple of days. Let's make this the end room. 2 items. Another jewel. Keycard. Opens electronically powered security doors. That's huge. Anything else? See anything else? Okay. So now we run out of this one. And now we're into the other sets. Okay. Let's go to the East Hall then. That looks like a good one to start off with. The Den. Something simple. Nice jewel. Anything cool in here? Okay. Let's go this way. Boudoir? The Nook? No. Okay, all these ones look like they're gonna go left. So if let's stick with this one being the boudoir. And if I can, I'll make the other one a lavatory. Thing is, there... I think that's just the light of... What? I'm sorry, what's this? A picture of the safe. Is there any writing? Outside. Hold on. There's a lot of things that could be numbers here. Okay. Gonna try to come back to that. I'm down for that. Gem requirement. I'm assuming for this one. Yes. Whenever I draft the bedroom, gain 10. I gain 5 more. So if I do a guest bedroom, I can get a little bit more. Okay. That's a big chess piece. A gem. So certain rooms require certain things. In this case, gems. So is this just a connecting piece? Yeah, it's to the outside. Okay. So that ends there. Breaker box. Interesting. Interesting. Different colors. Okay. Sorry. It's a puzzle. Okay. Man, I'm upset that it cut off one spot, but I think I'll be alright. Okay. Oh, that's not good. That's gonna end my day. Well, let's get something out of it. Let's get a key. Anything else in here? This little reading nook. Journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be invaluable tool you will not regret having besides on your journey. Why not? So, what I do know, because today is basically done now. The boudoir equals safe. Needs code. What was the other room? Utility closet, breaker. Because I don't think it offers one. It's letting you know that you might need it. That's it. Breaker. Breaker had. I gotta look at some stuff here. Hold on. Yeah, boarded up now because it got blocked off. Okay. This one. What's in here? Key card. System. Vac. Indicator. Gym. Dark room. Garage. Cabinet? That's what it looks like there. Nothing else. Book. The Red Prince! Okay. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. There was a red... Wait, what? He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad. The story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Oh. That's adorable. Red. Red Red? Hold on. Hold on. Red? Is there more? Is there red? Oh. Might be overthinking. Might be overthinking. Okay, so there's 10. I'm not done with this room. There's no crouch. Mother's room. Okay. I didn't really look in here, did I? I just saw the gem and kept on going. Any books? No. 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 Sit in front of the fire for a minute? No. Why are there 5 clocks? Already been in there. Let's double check the storeroom, I guess. They're all the same. That's another chess piece. I don't know, I think we'll find out a bit more on our second day too. Still got a lot of walking I can do. Greetings from Reddington. Sure. Nothing else here. Okay, so I did beat the parlor game. Okay. A rook. That might be a long shot, but that might be something to think about. Ace. Spade. Okay. Didn't even check outside yet. Ooh. Okay, so I can't bring anything in. Let's take a look around, huh? Interesting. I'm sorry. Interesting. Wait, what? When did I lose a step? Yeah, that takes me out. What's over here? So, stuff over that way. Interesting. So I have to be out of the estate to start my day over again? That's what I'm getting? What the hell's over there? Okay, that takes me everybody out. Okay. Campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the castle overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu to return to the campsite. Ooh, another code. Okay. So, because I can't progress with my blueprints, I have to call it a day. Call it. Total rooms 14. Rank reached 3. Step taken 59. Items found 2. Okay. Save and continue. Day 2. Okay, so the cards stay the same. The queen stays the same. That stays the same. Yeah, that stays the same. Okay. Let's drill forward this time. I sort of don't want to do den. We're gonna do it anyway. I didn't even see what... I don't have any... I don't have anything because of the rules. Great. Oh, I should have reshuffled then. So if I don't... Oh. Okay. That's a learning thing. I don't have anything on the start of each day. Let's do this bedroom. No trunk this time around. Reddington, hey, a jewel. Ah. Randomized loot. Got it. Let's do parlor again. I think that, yep, that goes along with it. So I shut off one side of the entry hallway. Alright, so the rules of this game. One always tells the truth. One always tells a lie. The other one is up to me. The blue box is true. This is the blue box. So these two are telling the truth. The blue box is empty. Okay. This will take me straight forward. Let's do the pantry. Ah, nah. Food gives steps. Interesting. What's this? Please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas. Oh! Do I have to unlock this room in order to get it, though? Okay. What is this, the pantry? Five oranges. Cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. So I'm assuming +5, +5, +5. Okay. And I just found 1, so I'm gonna have that like that for right now. Okay. Give me the money. I highly doubt there's any more, but that is something to be on the lookout for now. I need a straightforward. What one did I pick by accident? Storeroom, sure. Money, key, jewel, totally what I meant to click on. That's still the one piece. I wanted the freaking drawing room, because that would have helped me out probably the best in that situation. Alright. Well, I only have one way to go now. Oh, I have 2. May draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Sure. Oh. This man was made for walking. Heard that. I appreciate you, Nightwolf. Horses in this room. Okay. Let's go up. That would be the smartest one. So I can turn. Use a key to unlock this. What do I get? Another key. Silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. Another ruby. I already picked you up. Commissary. View inventory of all items currently in the house. Security. are you guys doing? Woo to all of you. I appreciate you guys so much for joining me and on the raid. I'm playing Blueprints right now, and I'm just amazed at what's going on. This is interesting. How was the Chaotic Tuesdays? I'm guilty as sock. What's that supposed to even mean? I need to join. It's crazy. I might take a look at it. Oh, the Mount Holly security. Press enter. View estate inventory. No more fruit. There is one. Wait, what? Car keys. Huh. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. What is the amount of keycard security doors played in? If I do that, should be fine. I do not have that. Okay. You posted it in Wayward? Okay, I'll take a look at it. That's interesting, but the car key. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security where the punch clock used to be and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password. Sentinel. No. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I can read this. Y or an X. Need to be an X. T. N. U. I was hoping that would be able to give you a little bit of a advantage. That's the best I got, but I got like the first few letters of it, definitely. Ah, worth a shot. Okay. wouldn't be Sinclair, would it? Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to gain entry. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress forward. Okay. Well, there's a set of car keys here. Where? I do not know. Can I check any of these? Check this. What the frick do car keys do in this, though? Aha. Blue memos equals true, red memos equals lies. It's locked. And they're required. I'll go back through in a minute. Sure. Hold on. Okay, rank 4. Oh! Oh! Got it. Got it. Okay. Hold on. Which means... I need this one. So I can get... It's a lie. Because it's a red card. They're never going to be locked over here. I need you! On! Look at that. Okay. That's better. That looks fuzzy. Aww. I'm sorry, what is that? We'll occasionally be able to open some locked doors. Hey. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark as he kept... So keep an eye on that. what that now that I'm looking at it, that could be a why. Okay. Left. Oh. I think this traps the room. This traps a room. If I don't do this one. Yeah, I gotta do this one. Let's do that. As I believe, yep, that's the end hall. Lots of things here, and another key. Nice. Okay. Running out of steps, though. What's this? Staff notice. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the west wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor pans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Oh. Did he just not want to continue living anymore then? Observatory. The Fixed Stars, The Stranger's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on it. God damn it. Sometimes more than one on a single day. This book's a solid base for astronomy. We'll help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. Wait. I saw this one on a painting. Like just a few minutes ago. Apples are extra delicious today. Diamond Majors, Jax's the Dead End Rooms are more common today. Sale, everything is 50% off. Florist, Bloom of the Sky. Was it in storage room? Okay, so there's only so many. Ooh, do I have to get it right? Okay, hold on. Oh, the side that I click on is the way it goes. Got it. So if I click on that side, can't go any farther because it's gonna hit the thing. Okay. So where you click matters greatly. Nice. That's the farthest it can go up. North Star gain 1. That's all I get is just the North Star. Hang on. Yeah, that's all I get is just the one North Star. Okay. Well, that was cool. But that changes daily. Interesting. 26 more. Sure. Red. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. It'll be open from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconveniences. Shovel. Shovel? Shovel. It's like it could be used for digging. Shovel. The shovel. Alright, staff notice. We got this one again. I wonder if there's a room where it didn't get... What? With vial. Hold on. Commissary. With vial. Without tub. That's what it looks like. It looks like bathtub. Day 12, 16, open. Day 20, 21, 50% off. Okay. Get some money. The rumpus room. Every new room, it has a different clue and hint. Interesting. Ah. Alright, now we talk. I'm too close. What the fuck?
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon, a door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay. What if it's just not the little cards that are given? What if it's also anything red written? Anything blue written? What if everything red is considered a lie? Just a thought. Silver key. Boiler room. Power source. Either way, both these are brand new. Let's check out the boiler room. Ooh! I found a coin! Hole. Shovel can use to dig hole. Courtyard. Courtyard had hole. Courtyard not far! Courtyard not far. I used to take home. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so there's a lot of things. There's a lot of moving parts here. A lot of moving parts here. Oh. Okay. I allegedly. Okay, now it's connected. So no matter what, this line is going to be off for the moment. Still not connected. So I have two options. I can have that be on, which does what? Turns you on, you turned on up there. I need that on. Is there a way for that to be on? The next one up. Can I move it while it's on? Oh, I saw that. Hold on. So I can't fall. Hold on. Hold on. Getting somewhere now. We're getting somewhere. If I do this. Just that. Ooh. There's a big gap. Okay. Can I see it now? I can. I do that, turn this on, there we go. What the okay. Okay. Hold on. Now I'm here. Okay. Hang on. If I turn you on. I think I've unlocked most of this room. Okay. But there's still the top of the heap right there, so let me go back down real quick. Why? Why was that a... So this no longer needs to be connected that way. Actually, no. Yes, that no longer needs to be connected that way. It can go up. And everything should be working. I'm wrong. Okay. Now that should be on, right? This is now on. I need all three. Now that it's running, I don't need to worry about that. Okay. So I can have everything. Sure. Right? What's this? Broken lever could prove to be useful. All right, reds. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swinbird had been chosen as the Herald Liberty Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye. Even before her literary success, the niece and closest living relation of Baron Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political association that one might make with the Sinclair family. No. She Confide in My Son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party, and then unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. The publisher and author detained by Redguard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF. Who also calls themselves the Children of Blackwater. Huffington Post was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher. A local author and popular personality, Marion Marigold, has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Huffington Press. Citing personal reasons, the announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold was past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White, at a press function, was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under, waved down a local man. This is the 3rd major last year. It is sent to Smith, charged by the Crown. Manning was the last. The trial begins on Tuesday, expected to last up to grand treason. No traces discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed the case of foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point and we are seeking information. What on earth? Okay, there's a lot going on here. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the... Wait. They are stuck in high peerage and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall, brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts were to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orandaris, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If the rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. That was a lot to unpack, but I think... I don't know what you mean, Nightwolf. Yeah, I'm facing south at the moment. Is there any other big thing here? Can I climb ladders? No. Minecart, pickaxe. Lavatory. Great. Wait. Damn. Okay, well. This was a waste of a freaking spot. Glad I used it. Stuck on this way. I don't have any gems. Sure. Hallway. Honestly, I've got nothing to lose. Spare room. Taken. Oh. I've got nothing to lose. I lost everything. Well, it's a new room. Magnifying glass. Magnifying. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. This was in this room the whole entire time? Okay, what you got? Just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the... Okay, I'm sorry. With Lord Everton, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence, I also got to appreciate your new game, the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I was always enjoyed your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Okay. KL. Billiard. Darts. Okay, so there's quite a few things I can use. Yes, please. I thought you did already. That was on me. That was on me. I did dumb. Okay, so now the question is, are items always going to be in the same area? Okay, so, that's the big question. If I can get to the guest room again, I can check that out. Okay, but there are documents I need to go back through and look at now. Yeah, let me go to archives first. I want to look at the pictures a little bit more carefully. The rumpus room, I guess, is my next way to go. don't think there's much here that I can look into. But I can definitely use this on this now. It is Swan Song. Okay, we're cooking in the money now. We're in the money. Hang on. We are in the money. What do I got? Nothing worth picking up. All right. Okay. The dark room has a few things too that I saw. Like you. Green memos and Hartley's room are always false. Okay. Looks like a freaking corpse. Okay, there was one clear one of that. Okay, he was testing himself in the mirror. $11.28 is the code for the orchard. $11.28 is the code for the orchard. Nice. Okay, you don't help me. It's the same person. Nothing on here sticks out to me. I appreciate it, Nightwolf. Need that code. Ugly mother trucker. Dude took a selfie of himself. Alright. Swan Song. Password accepted. Connecting to network. Sure. Staff services punch in and out. Service has been temporarily disabled as of November 9th. For more details, staff announcements. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except you, Simon, so if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you. But schedule change of the service has been temporarily disabled as of November 4th. All of work has been suspended at Mount Holly and all domestic staff has been placed on paid leave in accordance with the Mass Babbage for detail. Special orders. If you would like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders for all members of the staff. Special order. What would you like? Well, magnifying glass helped me figure out a couple small things already. So I feel like there's a couple things I could do with that metal detector. I don't know what it does. Running shoes, I don't know what it does. Shovel, digs a hole, digs a hole, digs a hole. Sleeping mask. I'm assuming it does something with bedrooms. Sledgehammer. I mean, we got to go through all this stuff. This order is estimated to take 1 to 2 days. Approve order. So I got to find commissary within the next 2 days. Cool. The remote terminal, it is possible to connect to the other active office, laboratory, shelter are offline. Got it. Electronic mail. Currently, the feature can only be accessed via the terminal located in the office. Office equals mail. How long am I going to be on for? I'm probably going to be on for maybe another 45 half hour. Only because I have to work in the morning, because I have to clean in the morning. And that's going to be a fun time. So there's that. Otherwise, I'd probably be playing this for a while. Alright, return to network. Assuming data transfers are data from Synca are not currently available. Glossary of terms. Adjoining. Rooms are considered adjoining if they're connected to each other via doorway. Floor plans that are hidden from view after drafting archives are considered archived floor plans. One of the most common type of rooms. Bedrooms are typically used for resting and regaining steps and are identified by the violet borders of their floor plans. Interesting. Call it a day. The color of floor plan will usually indicate the type of room. Violet, bedrooms. Orange, hallway. Green for green rooms. That doesn't help me. Yellow for shops, red for red rooms, and blue for blueprints default. I feel that, Nightwolf. I appreciate you for checking. Draw. Drawing is the initial pulling of the 3 floor plans from the draft pool at the beginning of the drafting. Illustrate the... Well, only one is drafted. Draft pool is the total collection of current available floor plans from which 3 are drawn at the beginning of each draft. Drafting. The action of selecting a floor plan from the 3 options presented to you are after drafting. Dirigi blocks. In the commissary, players may find an arcade cabinet for the popular game Dirigi block. To the dismay of board members of the staff, the cabinet not been in working order for the last several years. Although the game is not currently accessible, it is scheduled to be added in a future patch. Not trying to break the fourth wall with the people that made the game or anything. That is hilarious. The directory contains detailed information for all rooms on the estate that you have drafted. You may access the directory at any time from the system menu or by pressing R. Okay. A dead end is any room lacking a second doorway. If a room ever has an additional doorways, it is not considered a dead end, even if those doorways are blocked. There is more. Good. Oh, good lord, there's so much more. Okay. East wing rooms of the house are the 9 rooms that are border the very right edge of the house. Certain rooms have an effect that is only triggered upon physically entering the room. These rooms are marked on the floors by an icon of an open door. This state refers to all the explorable areas of Mount Holly, including the rooms currently drafted as well as the grounds. The house, on the other hand, is only referring to the current rooms as shown on Mount Holly. When your steps reach 0, you are exhausted and too tired to continue exploring. At this point, you must call it a day. Floor plan. Gems are valuable resources. Glossary of terms. A feature on the network that you are now perusing. A list of words in architectural jargon that is intended to make simple the terms you will encounter on the estate. Entries marked will become gradually revealed as you progress. Coins. Green room. Floor plans that have a green border are known as green rooms. These rooms are associated with outdoor areas and gardens and are naturally synergistic with one another. Grounds. The outdoor area of the estate immediately surrounding the house. The grounds include many areas of interest, including the campsite of the Orchard and West Path. Orange floor plans, known as hallways, are rooms that often contain many doors. They provide architects the means to branch off into different paths, allowing for greater flexibility paths. The house refers to the 45 floor plan grid, history. From each day, this useful feature can be accessed from the system menu. The items you have collected on any given day can be viewed and inspected from the blueprint menu tab. As well as resources. As per the rules laid forth in your great uncle's will, objects found on the estate must be left behind whenever you call it a day. These rooms are often heavy in mechanics and often contain control systems that can interact with the other elements on the estate. These rooms are marked by the symbol of a gear network. Each terminal on the estate is connected to a local network named Blackbridge. This network allows users to remotely connect to other... Okay. Most things on the estate reset from one day to the next. It's the nature of the house. However, a few things are permanent and are usually marked as such. Permanent changes do not reset each day. The estate's boiler room is known as a power source because it provides steam power to various rooms in the house. Steam power is conveyed room to room via ducts that run across the ceiling. Power can be transported across great distances as long as you continue to string together rooms that contain power ducts. Each row of rooms in your house make up a rank. As you progress north, the rank increases. There are 9 ranks listed on Mount Holly's official blueprint. However, among the staff, whispers of a 10th rank can often be overheard. How often a floor plan is drawn from the drafting pool is determined by its rarity. There are 4 rarities: commonplace, normal, uncommon, and rare. Beware the red rooms of red. They offer powerful expansion options, but come at a dangerous cost. Security locked. Electric-powered doors of reinforced steel that can only be accessed via keycard. I consider security. These doors appear with more frequency the more higher up in rank you are in the house. These floor plans are slightly more rare and cost gems to draft. They often offer more unique, complex, and exciting effects. Referring to an item that is unique in inventory is opposed to resource items such as keys. When a spread occurs, items are randomly distributed across all rooms currently active on the estate. The more rooms in your house, the larger the spread. Visible in the night sky, using an observatory. Mount Holly is equipped with several state-of-the-art stations that control various networks. Trunk, small wooden chest. West wing rooms of the house are the 9 rooms that are bordered. Okay. So, return to you. So there was a lot to unpack there. Something else there, hold on. Unless written by hand. That's sneaky. Okay. Wait. Not written by hand, it's written by a typewriter. Okay. What's this? cyan equals add. Yellow equals subtract. Pink equals multiply. Herp equals divide. What else does that say? And then order of operations. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now we go back through and just look very carefully. So no matter what, the lever's going to be important to try to pick up. Where am I? It must be night because it's very quiet. Okay, let's do the thing outside. Is there anything I need in any of the other rooms? Nothing there. Okay. Okay, we need to go to that apple orchard. What was it, 11:28? Oh, that's... How did I miss this? What's this? Okay. Dude, I'm getting tired. No, not yet, not yet, not yet. Cut it down. That's rude. Has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each new day with an extra 20 steps. That's nice and refreshing. Smokesack. Hey! Gardener's logbook, April 10th, when I first came on the estate. I was a little dismayed to find them. Predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no records of any kind. Regarded to that end, I will make an effort to make some rankings of the state. Among many commissions' duties, I have been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard and entrance drive. In addition to maintaining grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these I discovered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west. Terrace, the patio, the veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. There's only 8 of them. There's only 8 green rooms from what I read. So there's 7 of them. And the one that I got... Okay. And then the last one I got was the courtyard, which can be acted as a hallway. Got it. So if I stick along the east and west wings, I can find these. One of the first steps I took as grand was how... Okay. soil underneath each slot on both the east and west of the house. While I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from the survey only ever appear in the wings. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relation to the amount of fruit spread from the gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in the greenhouse. Rich soil. Am I going to have to create a whole different freaking... Okay. We're gonna just go... 1... Yeah. Do 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 0, 1. Okay. 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1. And then best soil for gardening. Best soil for green rooms. Okay. There's only one bad one. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electric power. The installation of the new system has substantially undertaken as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including but not limited to the orchard smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critically necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas burning stacks heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and applications. After a few months of idleness, I finally have new cause to champion. I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, welcome back. I would like to replace the statue of Merindia, currently in the cloister, with the much more appropriate Angel Arena. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the Paragon of Gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. She wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I have forgotten how to access the inner Garth and am too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. My best rendition, a pretty good considering I have only ever seen Rhinus Right, I haven't been to the chat room yet. Okay. Hold on. Use the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. I'm sorry. Because it's not the winter months, I can turn that off. Can I dig anywhere out here? I can go until I'm exhausted now. Okay, that's my way over. Random. Yeah. Let's call it a day. Yeah. This is gonna suck again, but okay. A lot of information now. I want to try to keep the green rooms on the west and east side. And I want to try to make this one a green room. I want to try to make... That's going to be way up there. I want to try to make this one a green room to see what happens there. Archive screws me over a little bit, so I don't want to do that one necessarily this time around. And I want to try to leave the house when I have at least 10 steps. If I have 10 steps, should be more useful, and I have 70 to start off with now. Sure. Nom nom. Apple only gives +2. So that means oranges. Hold on. So if I get doing math. Bananas give +5, go 5 bananas, 25. That means oranges +3 +2. Okay. Right off rip, let's go for a broken room. Money. This. That. Alright. So today is mainly a test day, I'd say. Instantly block it off. Let's do spare room. Save corridor for later down. I think I get anything out of this room either. I do need to check out chapel. Hallway is new. I mean, money hasn't hurt me so far. Let's check it out. Okay. Rena. Neat. Okay. Apparently, Rena is 1. How many do we got here? 1, 2, 3, do they all have a number? Yeah, up to 7. Anything? Is this room just meant to be a very difficult room to be in? We'll lose a coin in here no matter what, which is... I haven't been in kitchen yet. The goal is just to unlock new... I'll leave it alone for a minute. Banana Club. Tomato soup. Interesting. Country stew pie. Boiled chuck stew. It's only served in the dining room. Okay. See it again? If I have the boiler room. So boiler room gives a little bit more of an for things. That's interesting. I don't see anything else major. Can I interact with anything? No, no. No. Okay. Back in here. Items spawn in the same rooms. Okay. Hold on now. Now we got something else interesting. Guest. Bed. Mag glass. I do not know where I found the other stuff at, and that's going to bother me. Oh, wait, no. Archive. Yes. Broken lever. It quite literally told me, hey, you might want to have on this journey that you might want something for like a little journey that'll help you take notes besides you, and besides literally was italicized because there is no place to actually make notes in this game. All right, this is the last time I'm coming into this room. This room's stupid. I hate this room. Goodbye. All right. So that was a good experiment. Items spawn in the room you get it from. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. I don't have any of that. Let's do the den, get some gems. Don't think there's anything else in here. Don't want commissary yet. I will... Sure, let's take some more steps. One. Okay. Third room with the pawn piece in it. You read what I read too, right? uh, let me do the parlor game for some gems. This is a different room setup? No. Okay. Wind up key. It's used for this. One of these always tells the truth, one of these always tells a lie. The other one is random. This box and the white box are both empty. There's a second wind up key in the room. How did I miss these? I need to find the garage. Okay, parlor has garage keys. Parlor. Garage. Not garage. Car. So I need... Okay. Okay. Let's say allegedly there's a second wind-up, which I highly doubt. If this was true, this would be true, which means this would be a lie. However, only one of these boxes is correct. This box and the white box are both empty, so this has to be a truth. One of these has to be a lie. So if this is a lie, this would be a lie. So no matter what, this is it. Beauty. Thing of beauty. Okay. I want it because I haven't gotten the room yet, but it finishes me off because I can only put one more room after that. So let's do the hallway. Okay, typed, so it's false. Do utility closet for this one. Gym, dark room. Turn garage on preemptively. VAC indicators. Okay. Oh, I want to. Oh, can I not read that? Okay. Plenty of leg room or leg work that I can do. No. So I would need to drill straight through to rank 8 in order for this room to be like formally activated. going. That kills the run. The run's dead anyway. Sure. Silver key. Not just a key. Compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. That's my day. Can't really do much else. Sucks, but I now know. I appreciate you, Nightwolf. Thank you. I know it's late. I can spend some time outside though. Look around outside. Let's do that. So bet you I could use a sledgehammer to break that. I bet you that's what that is for. Okay. Another stone path. So what got turned on was that over there. I'm sorry. What the hell is that? How big is this goddamn estate? Okay, that's the edge of the map. Yeah, let me look at this orchard thing again. This is where I want to look at. I would like to replace the statue of Randa, currently in the cloister. Have it. Randa, cloister. I'm pretty sure that's how we figure out who is what there. I have not yet seen anything to do, like a floor plan relatively related to something called a cloister. I had to call it for today because I blocked myself in because I was curious about stuff. But parlor. Okay, so there's two other things that I can think of. Walk-in. Compass? Question mark? Closet? Key card? Question mark? Are those different? Don't trust it. Right off bat, let's get the car key and... Oh. Oh. No. Parlor does not always contain car key. Interesting. Because they were right there last time. Okay, let's look at the box. It's empty. You are in the... Truth! So, you're the lie. Cool, thanks for the gems. I appreciate it. Let's get another way to open. Alright, let's test out closet now. Key card? No. Ivory dice. Interesting, okay. That is something I wanted to test. I feel like I might have blocked myself in. No. Something I wanted, though. Something I really wanted. Yep. Swan Song is password connected to the network. Nothing there that I wanted. State inventory. Nothing. Okay. Cool. Nope. Yep, I'm taking that one. Do I gotta reactivate you? Yes and no? Is that a yes and no? This one. Okay, boiler room is active. Okay, we got nursery back. Let me go this way. Let me go this way. See if I can't get utility room on the draw. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's hope for a room. I've not been in the laboratory yet. Typically work over at Cinco Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine test. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I have been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. So someone who got lost, easy, great. That'll be a lot of stuff right here, right? Heating and cooling curves. H2O melting point at 0.1. Yep. Room temp, complete thaw, melting point at atmospheric pressure, Randall. That does not help me whatsoever. Periodic table of elements. Bunsen burner. Stufan things. Okay. Sorry, what? Oh. What? See, I knew there was something I needed to look at. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler. Oh my god, it's spelling. Sixth one over is 1. Hold on, do the PU. It's SM. Okay. Not you. So PU S push TH damn it. Seven, 3 down. Seven. Right? 7, 3 down. 6 is... U. Seven. Three up. A. If I had to guess, it's ND, wherever ND would be after 7, E, 8. F. Nine is fourth one, 4 down. T. After nine. The Black Bridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. Where the frick is that at? I have 55 to go look later, but... Terminal! Hi, how you doing? Experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Continue with experiment. Use a cause from column A and an effect from column B. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. So that's interesting. Experiment started. Research will be available the day after an experiment has been performed. Swan song. Connecting to network. Nothing I need. Nothing I need. Okay. So this room allows me to do experiments with rooms. do bedroom so I'm not blocked off. Oh, I blocked myself off. Damn it, I should have picked furnace. Damn. Alright. Previous state. I am missing one gem. Let me go back through in those last few rooms and see if I... Dumb. No dirt there. Nothing there. No dirt there. Sure I picked up that one already. Let's go through here again. This was the room with the lockpick. I got the gem as much as it's worth. Let's go see where the frick that room was, because I have no rightly clue where the hell that room is. There? Oh, right there. It's right here? I never knew there was a freaking thing right here. What is this? What the fuck? Admin key? Plugged in somewhere? So the only place this can be plugged in at is here for right now. Admin. Hold on. There's gotta be more to like the admin role there, and I bet you the car key goes to that bottom half. Just clears out all those freaking blocks, right? I just happen to have the right circumstance for that lab and laboratory. Okay, laboratory, over this way. Admin. Effective immediately. Electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. It's false. So there's another terminal I can use. Admin key. What room would Hatley's room be? Is there anything else I can look here? Pretty sure nothing in the den. Parlor room. And folded over stick. Yeah. I can access one offline terminal from the network. I have two right now. Possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere on the estate. View active terminals. Shelter. Mount Holly bomb shelter. Bomb shelter. Time lock safe. Can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. I don't know what today is. Radiation monitor, measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in laboratory. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate. Okay. Once I activate it, I can't reactivate. Got it. Okay. Yeah, gotta call it quits. Yeah, call it. Mount Holly, snug little cottage. Date 4. Rank reached 3. Steps taken 51. New rooms 1. This is where I might have to call it because it's getting late and I'm getting very intrigued and I will be at this for another hour. If I stick, like I could do this all night. This game has hooked me. I am hooked. We have a new morning game. Sorry, Supermarket Sim, scoot out of the way. You have been overrun. But I appreciate all of you. Have a wooful night, a wooful morning, and a woo-filled day. Should we raid somebody? Who could we raid? Who could we raid? I don't want to raid anybody playing this game right now. We can raid Zippity. We'll raid Zippity. But I appreciate all of you. Have a wooful night, a wooful morning, and a wooful day tomorrow. I will see you in the evening because I will not be on in the morning. I have work to do in the morning. It's upsetting. I appreciate y'all. Bye.